It's time to free the world from all the law-based religious matrices, and pastors have to be free too. So take your Bible, and I got a box cutter. I'm going to take it apart, go back in time in its formation. Now, let's take the Old Testament, New Testament. Now, take the New Testament and separate it from the epistles, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. Matthew, Acts, epistles. Now you have the Old Testament, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John. 3 parts, like in Revelations. Take Matthew, Mark, and Luke and separate that and make them into beginning and end. Just for simplicity, I'm going to just take Matthew, beginning, end. Beginning and end. Due to the rest of the Gospels too. Now, I'm not telling you not to read the Bible, but read it out differently. And you can dissect the Bible even further. It's a tool of control. Because if you punch in the right verses and chapters, you get most people to, do what you want them to do. And my beloved pastors, you need to share this with them. Because Genesis, for example, has 2 creation stories, and they're different. Now, let me cut that up. Genesis chapter 1 is one story, and chapter 2 is another story. I'm taking the Old Testament, which is a mind-controlling tool, and cut it up. Chapter 1, chapter 2. It's because one came from Israel in the north, and one came from Judah. This book will explain everything. What this all means is that Jesus at the beginning of his ministry did not talk about him dying in any way. It was the last week at the end of his ministry that he started talking about him dying in any form, and they didn't understand what he was talking about because he wasn't preaching that at the beginning. This is what Christians have misunderstood, and preaching just that Jesus died for us is an incomplete message, an incomplete gospel. We need to complete it and teach what Jesus was preaching for those first 3 years at the beginning. So what was he preaching at the beginning? First, he announced the year of the Lord's favor to delete all monetary debts, local, national, whatever. And all the poor will get their inheritance back. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth. Forget our debtors. And he did this through inaugural balls and banquets and parties with the church, the woman, which were wedding banquets that he initiated, that he never ended. So in Revelation, it states that the woman will get this understanding and they'll come together. So I get it. So I'm inviting all of you to simultaneously in your backyard, in your community, to bring the woman, the church, to come together like Jesus was doing to finish this wedding banquet that Jesus said is going to happen in the church before the second coming. This is what is being preached at greatest1command.com.